Wear sunglasses.
We might not need it.
We should all wear sunglasses for no reason. I like wear a hat.
in every shot, just a different
Just a different hat.
appendage.
And it cuts, yeah.
Can be good to go if you are.
Hi folks, and welcome to another face-to-face hot on the heels of Progress's triumphant return to Manchester. And I'm sat here with a man who was unsuccessful, admittedly, at Manchester, but somebody who I think everybody in the British scene has said for a very long time has a very bright future. I'm sat here with Mr. Hard as you know what, Chris Ridgeway. So you've kind of been, that's been given to you. You never said.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, now I have cameras on, right. I never said about myself that I am the hardest. Oh, I've got a black belt. I mean, it's just a joke. Just have a laugh. We're here to have fun.
Well, you are. You're quite a laid-back person. I think a lot of people who maybe know you behind the scenes and don't necessarily, let's be honest. You coming out on stage in front of the Progress crowd, you're quite intimidating. I mean, I know you slightly more than most, and I know that you're a very lovely chap, but I wouldn't want to be stood opposite a ring with you. But I know a lot of this comes from like your training. Your training's like way before wrestling. So as somebody who's got very limited knowledge in martial arts, can you explain to me like what your training was?
I've dabbled in most different disciplines, but the main one I did Shotokan karate, and I got a black belt in that. So I got a black belt in something.
Okay, so how long does it take to get a black belt?
It was like 4 or 5 years, I think. Like I started real young. I started like I was like 11. Oh yeah, it was all the way through senior school.
Okay, so Shotokan karate, and so what else have you done?
I did boxing, jiu-jitsu, catch wrestling, bit of everything really.
And so when did you kind of go professional wrestling? That's now what I want to veer into.
Well, I always wanted to be a pro wrestler, but I was like in the back end of nowhere. Like I grew up in the trees, like the countryside, and there's nothing to see
The
for miles.
trees?
Yeah, there's like 40 minutes till you hit a motorway. Like legit, so like I didn't know there was anything. Like you could go and wrestle in Britain. I didn't know you could. And then I found out about a large man, fully grown adult male called Johnny Moss, who lives quite close. And I was like, okay, he can teach me some things. And then here we are.
So how long were you with Mossy?
For the first like few months, and then he stopped training a bit, and then I just went and just got training from other bits and bobs and the 27 hours and stuff, jumped in cars, helped out, worked my way through.
Put rings up?
Yep.
Yeah? So your kind of discipline in martial arts, have you found that put you in good stead for when you were training in professional wrestling?
Yeah, for like the first thing people notice is like footwork stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like the footwork is alright because of boxing and karate as well. It's like I'm good with that sort of thing, so I pick things up quite easily through that as well, because I was doing that from a young age, so I was always physical, Yeah. I didn't really play like ball sports.
No ball sports.
No ball sports for Chris. Only kicking people.
Fair enough. See that's interesting, because I had you down because of your footwork as perhaps being quite adept at football.
I can play football pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I'm just not that bothered about it.
For kicking people than balls.
I love kicking people. I can kick a ball, but I like kick a person instead.
Well, at Progress Manchester, you had a great match with Jordan Devlin, who again is kind of, in terms of breakout stars over like the last couple of years. Yourself and Jordan have kind of, I guess, have been coming through like almost like the same pace. That was obviously a tough match, and then there was what happened after the match with Paul Robinson. Now I know Paul Robinson's kind of taken some exception to you being, called, as you said, not by yourself, but that term that's been associated with you now. I kind of wanted like open it up to you to go. He said, next time we're in Manchester, the bad times are coming for Chris Ridgeway. And do you have anything to say to Paul?
No, not really.
Well, you're a man of few words when it comes to that. Chris, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.